Good luck finding affordable tickets for the Indiana Fever preseason game against Brazil at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Seats at the arena for the May 4th matchup between the Indiana Fever and Brazil were first offered to season ticket holders and a few top donors. It didn't take long for them to be gone.
$8,100 to watch Angel Reese play ball. Especially when there are tickets. There was a ticket available for $29. $29 to see Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky play at the LSU.
The look on Angel Reese's face when she sees empty seats at her LSU homecoming game is bound to be priceless. Right now, $29 tickets for her Chicago Sky versus Brazil exhibition game remain unsold, while Caitlin Clark's identical matchup is commanding thousands on the resale market. Picture this: Clark and the Indiana Fever returning to a jam-packed arena in Iowa, with fans shelling out premium prices, while Reese faces rows of empty seats despite rock-bottom ticket prices. We've got all the screenshots, sales figures, and receipts exposing this embarrassing ticket fiasco, one that has Angel absolutely...
We're playing a game right here, baby. Woo! We're coming to town. You better save up, because I bet it's going to be pretty expensive, but we'll see what we can do.
Can you believe what just went down in Iowa? This isn't just another basketball game announcement. It's a full-blown spectacle that has the entire sports world talking. The Indiana Fever made a masterstroke move by scheduling a preseason homecoming game for Caitlin Clark at Carver Hawkeye Arena, the very place where she cemented her college basketball legacy. But not even the most optimistic WNBA executives could have predicted the sheer magnitude of what happened next.
7 minutes. That's 7 minutes. That's all the time it took for all 13,000 tickets to sell to season ticket holders. The University of Iowa is trying to make sure the tickets go to fans. Instead, the legislature made you even more. The words "sold out" are plastered on the doors at Carver Hawkeye Arena and the team's website for tickets to see Hawkeye legend Caitlin Clark and her Indiana Fever take on the Brazil women's team in a preseason game.
When tickets went on sale, something absolutely unreal happened before our eyes. The entire arena, all 15,000 seats, sold out in just 36 minutes. No, that's not a typo. 36 minutes to sell out a preseason exhibition game. The craziest part? The general public never even got a chance to buy tickets. The pre-sale, exclusively for Iowa season ticket holders and donors, started at 9 a.m., and by 9:36 a.m., the Iowa women's basketball team had already announced a complete sellout.
All gone before general sale to the public even started. Clark and the Indiana Fever are returned to the University of Iowa for a WNBA preseason game against the Brazilian national team. That game is on May 4th.
Think about that for a second. This wasn't even an official WNBA game. It was a preseason exhibition against Brazil's national team. Yet the demand was so overwhelming that fans literally crashed websites trying to secure tickets. Server errors, timeouts, and payment failures couldn't stop the Clark faithful from snapping up every single seat at record speed.
Big situation again, like Caitlin Clark selling out Iowa, sold out a preseason game. People saying it sold out in 40 minutes. This is within 20 minutes. Like, obviously, you couldn't get onto the damn website. It's sold out. You could have been trying to refreshing the page and not get it. Most of the time, it officially sold out in 40 minutes, but like realistically, it almost crashed the website.
But the real shock came immediately after the sellout announcement. Within hours, literally hours, the secondary market exploded in a way rarely seen in women's basketball. Tickets popped up on StubHub, Vivid Seats, SeatGeek, and other resale platforms, and the prices, jaw-dropping.
The highest one? See what the highest one is?
I have it.
It's like $5,000.
More front row seats. Is that it? If you get something, you get a souvenir or something, right?
The signed jersey that we told.
We knew it was a hot ticket.
Yeah, we knew it would be right.
The numbers tell a story that's almost too wild to believe. The cheapest resale tickets, we're talking nosebleed. Seats behind pillars where you'd need binoculars to see the court, starting at $500. And from there, prices skyrocketed. Lower bowl seats soared into the thousands, and for the die-hard Clark superfans looking for a courtside experience, the numbers were astronomical. Some premium courtside seats hit $5,474 per ticket. That's more expensive than many NBA playoff games. Nearly $6,000 to watch a preseason exhibition? If that doesn't prove the Caitlin Clark effect, I don't know what does.
Sold out. So I really don't know what they're going to do about this. I guess it's just kind of like one of those missed opportunities. And, a lot of people are saying they need to move this to a stadium because there's no doubt in Iowa, if you move this to a stadium, it would be sold out.
What we're witnessing isn't just a surge in interest. It's an economic transformation in women's basketball. These aren't just big numbers for the WNBA. They're big numbers for any sports league. Fans aren't just excited to see Caitlin Clark. They're willing to pay premium prices that would have been unthinkable for women's basketball just a few years ago. The business impact is undeniable. Clark isn't just filling arenas. She's fueling a resale frenzy that rivals major concert tours. She's not just attracting casual fans. She's creating a die-hard fan base willing to drop serious money just for the chance to watch her play in person. And let's not forget, this isn't even a regular season game. It's just
and yet I'm surprised, and yet I'm still surprised because Indiana Fever preseason, not even like preseason, exhibition game, where the Indiana Fever are going to play the Brazilian national team at Cover Hawkeye Arena, Caitlin's college facility, sold out. They went on sale this morning at 9 a.m. for Fever season ticket holders, Iowa donors, and Iowa season ticket holders for women's basketball. And then general admission was supposed to go on sale tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm hearing rumblings of like maybe scalpers got in, like the secondary market is already crazy, but it was sold out and a bunch of season ticket holders couldn't even get their tickets. Iowa women's basketball posted this on their Instagram and on their Facebook just a few minutes ago that, hey, it's already sold out. No point in trying to get tickets tomorrow for the general public because you can't.
The frenzy around Clark's return to Iowa stands in stark contrast to another high-profile homecoming happening that very same week. Did you know the Chicago Sky scheduled the exact same opponent, Brazil's national team, for Angel Reese's return to LSU? But when you compare the ticket prices between these two games, well, let's just say it might be the most brutal reality check in women's basketball history.
So, what I did not know is the Chicago Sky is playing the Brazilian national team. Angel Reese is playing the very same team the Indiana Fever are playing.
While Clark's Iowa exhibition sparked a resale frenzy, the Chicago Sky expected similar magic for Angel Reese's homecoming game in Louisiana. But instead of websites crashing and fans scrambling for seats, they got crickets. Absolute silence. The kind of awkward quiet that makes you glance around the room, wondering if someone's going to speak up.
Yeah, the reason why we watch women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Now, let's talk numbers. Right now, you can grab tickets for Reese's homecoming game for just $29, and that's including taxes and fees. You could literally take your entire family to watch her play for less than what some people spend on dinner. Meanwhile, across the basketball universe, the cheapest resale ticket for Clark's Iowa return, that started at 17 times that amount.
That the Chicago Sky were also playing the Brazilian national team at LSU. Oh my goodness.
But here's where it gets truly embarrassing. Those $29 tickets, they're still available days after going on sale. Seats remain unsold throughout LSU's 13,000-seat arena. No mad rush, no sellout announcements, just plenty of empty seats waiting for fans who, apparently, aren't that interested in coming.
Seats? There are tickets available for $36 right now. A lot of tickets for in the 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s. You get the point I'm trying to make. Very interesting indeed. StubHub. Here's a $29 ticket. A $29 ticket.
The situation gets even stranger when you check the secondary market. Most tickets are floating in the $30, $60 range, but then there are some suspiciously high-priced listings, $88,000. Yeah, you read that right. These outrageous outliers stick out like a sore thumb among the sea of cheap tickets still available directly from the box office. It almost feels like someone's trying to fake demand where none actually exists. Maybe Angel Reese is scalping her own tickets?
Went on these sites and listed some random $8,000 tickets. But you see this. This is just littered with tickets under $100. to watch Angel Reese play the very same team. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think those $8,000 tickets. This is LSU. Did Shaq do this? Did Shaq, Big Daddy Shaq, buy these tickets and list them for $8,000?
Now let's talk premium seating. Want a great seat near the court for Reese's game? That'll cost you just a little over $100. Compare that to Clark's game, where similar seats shot into the thousands within hours. Basketball fans haven't missed this brutal contrast. Social media is flooded with side-by-side comparisons. Screenshots of empty seat maps for LSU's game sit next to sold-out sections for Iowa, fueling memes and comments that must be absolutely mortifying for Reese and the Chicago Sky organization.
Two sections down, one section's down, $29 for tickets. They got tickets way down here, next to the court for $120. So clearly somebody's trying to publicly save Angel Reese's ass.
The market response is especially devastating considering Angel Reese's own public claims about her star power. Remember when she boldly declared that people watch women's basketball for me too? Well, ticket sales tell a very different story. It's one thing to flex on social media, but the market has spoken with brutal clarity about who actually drives women's basketball ticket sales.
I'm going to tell you, those $4,800 tickets or whatever we saw for Caitlin Clark, somebody will buy those. Somebody will buy those. There ain't nobody paying $8,100 to watch Angel Reese play ball. Especially when there was a ticket available for $29. $29 to see Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky play at the LSU. The lowest Caitlin Clark ticket was what? $408, I think I saw.
Social media might be a battleground for basketball clout, but numbers don't lie. When fans vote with their wallets, no amount of Instagram followers or bold statements can cover up reality. The contrast between these two homecoming games isn't just stark, it's downright brutal.
And all these other places tried to tell you Angel Reese is really moving that needle. She's really driving this growth. Mystics owner Sheila Johnson, she let you know it's Angel Reese too.
What makes this even more uncomfortable for Angel Reese? The scenarios are identical. Same opponent, Brazil's national team, same homecoming concept, same week on the calendar. The only difference? The player at the center of it all. And the market has delivered its unfiltered verdict, without mercy, without bias. Throughout her career, Reese has positioned herself as Clark's equal, her rival, her competitor. She's built an image as a basketball superstar with similar drawing power. But when the same event is played out for both players, the free market responds with brutal honesty. No PR team can spin empty seats and bargain bin prices.
Her attention, her notoriety is based off Caitlin Clark. Because she wins the national title, first thing she does, she mocks Caitlin Clark. And then she doesn't even celebrate with her teammates. So she's made it personal with Caitlin Clark. Then she's played off of that.
Media's reaction? Absolutely savage. Basketball fans haven't held back, relentlessly pointing out the brutal disparity between these two homecoming games. Comments like, Angel Reese really thinks she's the face of the WNBA while her team can't even sell out a preseason game with dirt cheap tickets, are flooding the internet. Ouch. And when fans can directly compare these situations side by side, there's nowhere to hide. This ticket sales disaster is a perfect reflection of what we've seen throughout their rookie seasons. Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA and immediately proved her market impact, averaging 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game on her way to Rookie of the Year honors. But more importantly, she drove record-breaking attendance numbers and league-wide revenue growth.
A lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness.
Meanwhile, Reese struggled to generate the same viewership metrics or attendance numbers, despite getting more media attention and heavy promotion from league executives. WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert and some team owners went out of their way to push Reese in the media, yet the numbers tell a different story. Analysts looking at these market trends have come to one unavoidable conclusion. Caitlin Clark moves tickets, Reese does not. And this isn't just about basketball skill. This is about who actually generates revenue, who fills arenas, and who drives the WNBA's financial future. In a league where economic success determines everything, from player salaries to franchise survival, these market responses carry enormous weight.
Maybe playing in the league, but who wants to see a goofy 6'6" woman miss layup? Not I.
And here's the cold, hard truth. When ticket prices and demand are the measuring stick, one player is revolutionizing the economics of women's basketball, while the other is watching from the sidelines. Clark's impact extends far beyond personal stats. She helped the Indiana Fever return to the playoffs for the first time in years. Meanwhile, Reese's Sky failed to make a dent in the standings despite all the hype. What we're witnessing is nothing short of a business revolution. The stark contrast between these two ticket situations makes it painfully clear who's actually driving the WNBA's meteoric rise. While league executives might publicly celebrate growth across the board, privately, they know exactly who's making it happen.
Sports. The face of the WNBA, Caitlin Clark. Every time this woman steps on the court, she's doing something that we've never seen before. She is officially the face. There's no doubt about it. The numbers don't lie. Whether it's viewership, whether it's ticket attendance, she's doing sold-out things.
The 2025 season is shaping up to be a tale of two realities. Arenas packed to the rafters whenever Indiana plays. Other matchups struggling to fill seats, even with slashed ticket prices. And here's the biggest reality check. Teams hoping to draft a star and automatically see Fever-level attendance? Think again. What's happening here goes beyond basketball rivalries. This is a market-driven referendum on star power. Some players can talk about their popularity all they want on social media, but when fans vote with their wallets, the verdict is undeniable. The WNBA is entering a new golden era, but make no mistake about who's leading the charge. Her name is Caitlin Elizabeth Clark. Do you agree? Drop a comment below, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Don't miss our next breakdown. Click the video on the screen now.